Yeah, pretty much talking about society, I guess, today. It's just how people are just so lost in it and it keeps them trapped in it because you believe it's the right way. Family, friends, school, education, jobs, careers, religion, morals, all these things, programs that can control you. You, the way you think, and not thinking for yourself. Let's kind of break it down. All right. Jobs do not allow you to be free. You get what, 1 week, 2 weeks of vacation, three if you got a great job or some shit. But do you think that's enough time to really free your mind and just think about what you want to do for yourself? Like, a lot of people work for 60, 70 years for retirement just to retire. But they could have retired like at 30, making what, 30,000 a year, 40,000 a year if they just spent their time thinking on what can I do with this money instead of just recycling my same old life with it. Like, that's what jobs do to you. It locks you in a cycle. I gotta be here every day. You got 2 days to think. Some people got one. Some people don't get no days to think. Some people got to work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. So either you working or you sleeping or eating. Like, you can't think for yourself. Like, then you don't ever want to leave it because that's the only way you know how to make money. You don't ever want to make more money because you're always tired. You're like, I'm good with this because ain't nothing else really out there. Like, you get set in your ways. That's a job. Family. Families, there's a bunch of different ways they can hit you with it. To want to just do what you want to do in life, you see that in a bunch of different communities where you want to be an artist or you want to be a musician or whatever. And it's like, no, don't follow your soul. Go get a good job. Go find a foundation and a structure to build on and shit like that. No, it sounds good, but that shit is depressing. What foundation is depression when you can't follow your real dreams? Like, yeah, it sound good, nigga, but when you really 40, 30 years out your way in life, nigga, and you ain't doing what you want to do no more, like, nigga, that shit done. Your life is pretty much dead to you anyway. So what foundation did you truly build? Even if you got millions of dollars, a lot of people don't be happy. But other things that family kind of block you with, go to school, go do this, go do that, go play sports. Like, just don't be around the house because you always in dirt and shit and playing around, figuring shit out, being bad, mischievous. That's what they call it. ADHD or whatever the fuck they call it. Like, they need you to go play a sport or something. Like, you know how much time I could have been to myself figuring shit out? Because I was already a crazy ass kid in the mind. What would I have figured out if I wasn't playing football? Like, if I was just outside all the time chilling, like I always was. Like, what's some other things parents kind of like? Well, I jumped to religion because this is pretty much the same thing. Religions pretty much teach you not to be free with yourself. Like, in the sense of, say you hungry. Kroger's, Walmart, all these people have been stealing and robbing from people their whole existence, pretty much. You rob the earth as soon as you charge for it. Earth is not a prostitute. Earth is free. I'm an Indian, I'm a hippie, nigga. That's how I am. Every time you charge something that you got from Earth, nigga, you're a fucking pimp or a hoe ass nigga because, nigga, this shit is free. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's how I see shit. So, say you take from those corporations that take from the land. You're hungry. They're doing it for money, profit, greed. You're doing it just to feed yourself. Just think about it. Don't argue with me. Just think about this. Do you really think that's a sin because you fed yourself, nigga? Because somebody has millions of dollars. They still gonna charge you. And you're hungry. Is that really a sin? That's how I see shit. Now, if you going to steal because you greedy and you don't give a fuck, like you're not even doing it with thought, like you even robbing people, like you can't rob another person, bro. They going through the same shit we going through. Like, you taking from somebody that's just as unfortunate as you. Like, they don't do no wrong in this world. They just trying to get by like you. But like, my nigga, y'all gotta understand it's a war out here. They don't want us around, bro. They already feeding you nothing but processed foods anyways. Like, nigga, they already put everything in form so you can't just go outside and pick for yourself. Unless you grow for yourself, which you don't know how to do because that shit ain't in school like that. So what I'm saying is it really a sin to provide for yourself when it's Really, when it's really necessary. What do they teach you? Survival of the fittest. That's the world we live in, right? You're not gonna survive. I think it's a sin to not survive. I just think it's how you look at it. Religion teach you the the MLK approach, peace to life. There, you do supposed to harmonize with shit, but when shit not harmonizing with you, you gotta harmonize back with them, my nigga. Like, that's life. Like, harmonization is a good word. It sounds good, nigga, but you gotta understand. If a fucking rock, a big ass meteor hit an ocean in a wave, or hit an ocean, nigga, like, the harmonization would be a tsunami. Do you feel me? Like, every reaction has an opposite and opposing reaction. So if they've been hoeing us, my nigga, we have to find out the ways that we can get back for ourselves and be free for ourselves. Like, you're gonna go pay, say you only got $100 left. You need that $100 for who knows what the fuck you really need it for. It'll be smart for you to go take some food and then use that $100 for whatever the fuck you gotta use it for, nigga. You gotta survive. You gotta scheme. They've been doing this shit forever. They manipulate the laws all the time. But since they rich and they above the law, they don't care. But you underneath the law because you don't have no power. But fuck it. Figure it out, bro. Like, being hungry not gonna help. That's what I'm trying to say. What are other things that hold you back in society? Education. The way you think. You think to work for people. You think for homework. You don't think to build for yourself. You don't think to grow from land. You don't learn how to discover yourself. You don't learn how to be different. You learn how to fit in school. And as soon as you start doing stuff that don't fit in society, or family, or religion, or government, nigga, you either get shamed, picked on, bullied, or put in jail, or killed. I mean, it's a bad world. It's a hell for the awoken people because, nigga, we gotta change this shit. It ain't fun for people that's awoke, nigga, because this is hell. It's only heaven for people that like to fit in, but it's about to change for them because it ain't the right way to live. Like I said, they're a virus. And the virus is going to attack anything positive because, nigga, we are the good blood. We are the pure bloods. We are the niggas that's going to clean this dirty shit up. They're going to attack us while we're individual, while we're not whole. But, I mean, soon they won't even be able to, well, shit, they can't really attack individuals now. Like, we became too powerful. Like, 2012, they said it was the end of the world. It was, in a sense, because it was the end of their reign. It was the beginning of the end of their reign. Ever since 2012, we have unlocked different DNA, different babies are being born, and then, what's the next period? Like, pretty much every time you see some shit that's talking about, like, a shift or some shit, there is a shift, like, but these shifts are about to actually be more visual now. Like, the shifts have been happening in our blood and our DNA and our bodies, and like, you could see the temperatures and the different weather patterns changing over time. But now you see how Harvey, like all these Irma, like all these back-to-back storms, all these back-to-back earthquakes, all these volcanoes starting to be inactive because we're getting closer and closer. It's like we're being awakened more and more. And eventually, they, like I said, now they can't really even fuck with us. But they only can fuck with the weak, pretty much. And that's what you see. A lot of the weak people, no offense, are going to the FEMA camps and shit like that because they don't know how to provide for themselves. They don't have another, idea of creating for themselves when something gets destroyed for them. And me, I've been homeless. So I understand how to fucking navigate through without having a house over my head. And being house to house and knowing how to manipulate what I need to manipulate to get to where I need to be. I'm not about to rely on the government. I will take from the government, but I know I'm not about to live under their rules and their predictions and all that shit. Like, no. Like, I'm not. Like, FEMA, they're just camps, bro. Like, camps. What have camps been used as before? Like, just think about them hoes. Holocaust camp. Like, nigga, like, them hoes. Think about them hoes, bro. What happens in camps? Nobody knows. Why the fuck would I go to that shit? They don't know till history tells itself. I ain't got that long to wait. But what's one more thing that holds a lot of people back? Themselves. And it's not even themselves, it's what's have been programmed through them over time and you believe it's yourself. It's not. That self is that person that wants you to be free. That wants you to not give a fuck about what these people telling you to do and shit. That's yourself. Not the person that wants to fit in and be just like everybody else that want to make people laugh just to be the cool guy. That's not yourself. Now, some people are naturally want to be funny and shit, but it's a difference. Like when you picking on people just to fit in and shit, like no, that's not. Like nigga, you don't have to hurt people to be funny. Even if you saying something mean to somebody, you can be so funny that they don't even give a fuck. That's the difference. Like some shit not even funny, and people just be laughing at the shit to fit in. But truly funny shit is truly funny shit. You can't deny that shit. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things that hold us back, and I'm gonna just keep ranting on another video because this hoe is already 10 minutes. Peace.